Hello everyone, this is Tracy Newman from the Navigators Tarot, where you can find me on Instagram and Sleepy Wisdom on YouTube. If you'd like a personal reading from me, you can either find everything in the description box below if you're on YouTube, and on Instagram you can find me in the bio. Okay, all the information in the bio. Okie dokie, let's have a look, see what's going on for the masculine this week. For the masculine, when I talk about masculine, I talk about the energies. Oh, Knight of Wands, that was in the past. Okay, very fast moving energy. Oh, this is interesting because I had this in the general reading too, in the exact same spot. Sleepless nights. Things are going down with the masculine, but the masculine world is actually starting to look pretty shaky. It's like it's the masculine energies, the old toxic masculine that's tied to the 3D matrix world, that's crumbling and falling, and it's causing a lot of stress and sleepless nights. Where once upon a time the masculine could rely on the 3D matrix world, he no longer can, because things are going to start to get very, very rough, and he actually is starting to realize that he has built everything he actually stood for or believed in on shaky ground. It's all on shaky ground. There was no firm foundation had at all. So what's hidden is basically the need for planning. The need for planning in his life. Looking outwards. We also have lots of rest and recuperation and contemplation for the masculine energies this week. He's kind of like the wounded warrior. He's got the 9 here, the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands can be kind of like burdened and being in a battle. And so the 2 9s too. So it's almost a completion stage, but not quite yet. So there is sleepless nights, there's worry, and it's how basically everything that he thought was a firm foundation no longer is actually helping him anymore. And that firm foundation he knows is going to crumble and fall. Then we have so he's into contemplation at the moment. So basically in the environment, it's about being very quiet, still, and resting for the masculine as he goes through these emotional changes, and also to getting out of his head. He needs to get out of his head, because what's happening here is his thoughts literally are the only thing that, when he realizes that, that's the only thing that's really attaching himself to the 3D matrix world. And it's his thoughts, like he needs to come out of here, out of his head, down into the heart center, into the solar plexus feeling center and the emotional center, because of the fact that this will just cause chaos and sleepless nights. Yeah, so we've got the print, we've got these Page of Swords as well. The sword, but the page can also represent, because I also think with the page, it's cutting through a lot of shit as well. And he's beginning to do that. He's actually, because that's in his advice. And I really feel like he needs to cut through a lot of the bullshit that's keeping him trapped in these 9 of Swords energies. And he has to look at how he has been lying to himself about exactly. Oh, then we have, oh, this is not cool. Whoa, okie dokie. Right. Okay. Oh, walking away from love. Oh, okie dokie. Because we've got, this is in the, wow, this is in the very last card, which is the Three of Swords. Sleepless nights. About, you know, this is really interesting because this is also about, this is about heartbreak, pretty much. And walking away from an emotional attachment that has kept him bound, and also sleepless, having sleepless nights about it. The High Priestess is here with the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. So that's moving away from turbulent energies. I'm just going to ask, I'm not really sure whether or not this is a present circumstance or it's a final outcome, pretty much. Okay, right. Okay, so this is a realization for the masculine. Now I've got it. This is a realization for the masculine that his ways of being in the past, very quick coming in and out energies of the Knight of Wands, comes in quickly and then leaves just as quickly, has actually led to his sense of loneliness that he has actually recognized that he has brought on himself. This has, he's now starting to realize that what has happened in the past in acting in this way has led to nothing but heartbreak and emotional detachment. He has basically emotionally detached from these. He's now beginning to see how he can actually also walk away from these Three of Swords energies, this heartbreak. He has the ability to do that if he gets out of his head and moves down into his heart center. So once he moves away from these Three of Swords energies, these heartbreak energies that were brought on by the past energies of the behavior of the Knight of Wands, which is fast in and out energy, you know, he's beginning to see that if he walks away from this heartbreak that has brought about these in and out energies of the Knight of Wands, he will move into a higher sense of being with his feminine and moving into calmer waters. Because this is literally about how he has allowed heartbreak to rule his whole entire life and create something that, you know, has kept him bound to the devil and the 3D matrix world. Here we go, the devil. Just as I say that, the devil comes out. But we also have nostalgia about the past. We've been in Mercury retrograde for the whole of August and we're still in it, but we are going to eventually come out of it. It's just about being chained and bound. The devil has basically chained and bound him through his heartache and his heartbreak to past energies, where he has basically shut himself off, shut his heart center off, and he's not actually, and you know, through these nostalgic energies of the past though, he, especially with this Mercury retrograde, he's now beginning to see just how he has contributed to his own heartbreak. And he wishes to walk away from that now. So we have Judgment here. Seven of Pentacles, yes. So he, yep, so once again, he's actually battling these energies and also saying to the past energies, you don't have any power here anymore. I'm not going to allow you to control my life anymore. And that's the judgment call that is being made. And it's about balancing out those energies as well and working diligently And basically also to get out of his head, to move into something where he can actually start to work on a practical level, to sort of like manifest the life and the abundance he wishes to have, and to have pretty much. So yeah, so there are changes afoot for the masculine energies. And yeah, so the tower, but the tower's upside down. So he's actually now coming out of the tower. Because remember, I think it was last week or the week before, the masculine the tower was all over the place, but now it's kind of like the tower has, the tower has fallen. So it's basically now coming out of those energies for the masculine. But then we have the death card, which is just moving out of these old ways of being and moving into a bright new world, because with death comes rebirth and transformation. So it's about transformation only in this aspect. Transforming his life and being very, very truthful about that, and moving into the divine masculine, which is the sun energies. So these are fantastic energies for the masculine. Wow, really, really starting to move forward. It's an amazing thing to see. So that's all I have for the masculine for this week. Great energies. Very, very happy. So yes, eventually they will, come into being through the sun energies, because the sun represents the masculine. Okie dokie. Okay. And is the sign of Leo as well, I think. So which we are in at the moment. Okay. Oh no, or are we in Virgo now? I don't know. Anyway, maybe we're in Virgo now. I don't remember. No. Still in Leo, I think. This is how much I know about astrology. Anyway, okay. I'll see you next week. Okay, bye for now.